Look, give a good look. Now, if you want to know why I have this backdrop instead of the regular black star, well, I'm not going to repeat myself. You may want to, listen to the YouTube video that I produced yesterday. It's important for you that even not to judge the content of a video because just of the title. You'd be making a lot of mistake by behaving this way. It's important for you to be curious because the title is just a title. People don't like the title, and then what is inside is exactly what they were looking for. At the same time, I explain, what happened to me. This is it. You know what? It's going to be a while before I change that tooth, but hey, you have to deal with it. All I can tell you is if you look behind me, okay, right here, you can see Draco. That was in 2012. It is under the tree right here, and there is actually 6 pictures. 2 pictures are missing, but you can see the whole ear is moving now under my arm, and then he's getting into my third eye. That's the downloading that took place later on into the flying saucer. And then it comes out of my heart, which is me servicing you literally every day with those videos in my newsletters. All right, so now we have a little understanding. On the left side, you have the August 11, 1981, when my brother and I, we were sucked into a flying saucer. Nothing like when my ex-wife and I, Brigitte, were sucked into another flying saucer above the skies of Los Angeles and being dropped 90 miles west. And there they took the fetus. He was pregnant. And of course, they downloaded the cosmic core. What Tesla said, that he knows there is a core in the universe that offers pretty much all the answers, but he never found the core. I never found it. So I was just downloaded the core. And in order for me to really understand the core, then I had to master Nostradamus 16 divine astrology, 16th century methodology. And that's where I painted my entire house and my doors and things like that. I'm sure all of you knows my story. And if you don't, hey, you're going to hear it again. I'm going to be on the air today at 3 o'clock with Sue, broadcasting from the UK. I'm also planning to do some lecture with her in the future, either in the States or in the UK. I'm not sure. This is all in the plans. And I'm going to be also with Carrie Cassidy on the 7th. And it's important to remember that date because that's the date of the SOS to the World Deadly Window, or the title of this very specific Cosmic Code newsletter that I share with the public. So the title is SOS to the World, August 7, 2019, The Mad Dance of Evil is Here. And then, how many of you can deny this dance of evil, knowing, obviously, that we have had 2 mass shootings in the United States this weekend, and a lot of people died. Back in 2013, or 1 year after Draco entered my mind, I put the pictures of Hitler, and I wrote a quatrain, and it's all for you in that newsletter to read. The quatrain is very, very clear. And that's mind-boggling for me to be able to do that 6 years ago, well before the president cursed UCI, cursed the world also. This is what I wrote. My legacy of fire, death, and drama will return upon earth. And for your information, I'm sure many of you remember the deadly fire that took place in California. I even wrote under that, God nowhere to stop the fires. Then the keyword is clear. German, Viking, skin alike. It's pretty clear. Black and white, red blood. Fire, war, violence, passion rules. God nowhere to stop fire. Hitler, evil spirit reborn. I mean, if you do not get that, I don't know. I mean, that's plain English. It's far from what Nostradamus used to do in the 16th century, trying to avoid the French Inquisition, ready to kill him because he was doing exactly what I'm doing today. Not only my quatrains are very English, okay, but there is also some keywords that helps all the idiots to assimilate what I'm trying to say. All right, so my heart goes to all the people that suffered this very, very shocking, explosive, unexpected type of event. I'm telling you, my friend, the reptilians are using all those windows, okay? And on August 7th, their favorite window is coming, okay? Now remember the rules. Whatever you say, whatever you do, during one of these SOS to the world deadly plutonic window, that will follow you for the rest of your life. And that, incidentally, is the day I'm going to be on the air with Carrie Cassidy on a Project Camelot famous show. So, you know, I wish I had told her, you know, okay, let's do it. Let's do the show last Friday, and I would have given the date of today. But what's the point? You know, I'm going to give her different dates as much as I'm going to give Sue different dates. I'm going to definitely give Sue, you know, and anyone that I'm going to be doing radios, always give dates. And the idea, of course, is to make sure to read those newsletters. I repeat myself, do not go by the title. I'm speaking about things that can be very worthwhile, your awareness. And to prove it to you, go and listen to that YouTube video that I made yesterday if you did not, okay? Now, if you did, listen to it again, because you're going to hear different things. That's how it works. Repetition is a must. So, you know, it's just amazing to me that I cannot reach more and more people. But hey, that's how it works. This is how it is. The reptilians control the people that are in power that can help me. They even control you and I, okay? And Nadine, I'm telling you, I'm positive. If you get something for free and you benefit from it and you do not share it, you know, that will bring you karma. I don't know how more clear I can be, okay? If you have been following me for weeks, months, years, and you have gathered all this information for your own selfish end, believe me, you are not a participant of the light. You're not. You're being enjoyed, you're being entertained, you're being educated, and you keep it for you. That selfish act, that is a selfish act that will bring karma to you. And I'm not trying to push your fear so you can help me, because you're not helping me, you're helping you. And that is the problem that you don't realize. Oh, well, you're afraid. Oh my gosh, what are they going to say? Oh, I start to promote Dr. Turi. They think I'm going to be cuckoo. Well, I've been trading for cuckoo since 1991. Who cares if you can help me to warn people and save lives? Do you realize how important that is? As I said, be part of the solution. Do not be negative. Negative means doing nothing. And that's exactly what the reptilians want you to do. Do nothing. And they will use all sorts of means to do that. Your religious fear, your skepticism, they're going to entertain you. God knows what they're going to do. Those entities are extraordinarily smart. And remember, they cannot survive without your fear, your insecurity, and chaos. And God knows there is plenty of that all around you. So that's why it's time for you to participate and use the same psychical tools by producing the light, by producing awareness, by giving education, love, hope, respect, and work with the Draconis. It's very, very simple, and it starts with you. Again, what did you give the world today? Ask yourself. Oh, I have nothing to give. Hell no, you got so much to give. Maybe you need to look inside of your soul to find out what the cosmic code has in store for you, and that would stimulate your drive to be more creative. All right, now, it is important to realize that I refer quite a lot in that newsletter about our presidents. Uh, Again, you like him or you don't, you support him or you don't, it's your business, okay? Two things that I know for sure: religion and politics stinks, and it's definitely, literally infected by the reptilians inside and out. Is part of the human experience, so you cannot avoid it. You know, it's like drinking or eating. That's how it is. So my work is spiritual in nature. I don't care who you're going to vote for at the end, but I got to say the truth. And that got me a lot of trouble all my life, because the undiluted truth never intended to please anyone. And that means you too. Fact is the fact. So nobody can be kinder than the narcissist while you react to life in his own terms. Elizabeth Bowen. What is an interesting quote? That it's so deep. Let me repeat it. Nobody can be kinder than the narcissist while you react to life in his own terms. Wow, 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 wow. I mean, you know, President Trump was born in June. Count 3, June, July, August. That is third house. His communication process, Leo. Leo is controlled by the sun. The sun is love, light. Its creation is beautiful. It's absolutely incredible. Without the sun, life force number one, we all die. However, the sun can burn. If you love too much, you become jealous and possessive and destructive. Okay? If you are too much into power and too greedy, you're going to become obnoxious. You're going to become an egocentric. Okay, power, greed, and money will run your life. And this is how the reptilians infect people, by using the UCI of our president. He does not know. He is not cosmic conscious. Like 99.9% of the people on this planet are unconscious. Simple as that. Doesn't mean he's a bad guy. He just does not know. In reference to those two kids, two young guys that killed so many people lately, again, remember, you're going to immediately react like anybody else. Kill them, boil them, cook them, destroy them, hang them. That's what you're going to say. No. Even Adam Lanza is a victim of the Department of Education. The U.S. Department of Education is not allowing your children or those kids and all past and future killers to regenerate. They do not know who they are, where they come from, where they're going, and they become very, very vulnerable to their emotional response to life. Now, if they are under a negative cosmic biorhythm, and there is plenty all year round, combined with one of my negative cosmic windows, the next thing you know, these people are going to commit suicide. They're going to do it their way for something they believe. Pretty much like ISIS will kill you for their caliphate. There is no difference. All ISIS fighters are victimized because they've been indoctrinated either by the religious scientific matrix, like all those kids who believe one day they're going to go and live on Mars. Those young children are so vulnerable. They do not know. Nobody is there to tell them otherwise, because those big corporations don't care about you and your kids. All they want is this, and maintain their position on the top. All right. Yeah. I wrote my own quote under Elizabeth Bowen. I wrote, all the people who elect a president must in time experience all his sins and virtues. Dr. Turi, another of my quotes. I told you many, many times, when you elect a president, it's like the father of a family. If the father is a religious fanatic, a pothead, John Scientology, or Mormons, or God knows what, the rest of the family will follow the footsteps of the leader of the pack. Well, guess what? Trump is the leader of the pack in the United States. And because the United States is such a big country, is leader of the pack of the entire world. It was set by this, by God, cosmic design. So now the entire world is forced to experience his sins and virtues. And I've told you 6 years ago, thanks Draco, a year after Draco entered my life, I wrote this very significant, very obvious quatrain, and today, 6 years later, we have the result. And I'm repeating myself because I already told you pretty much in each one of my videos so far, it's going to get worse, much worse, because you're not helping me and you're not understanding me. And I'm not putting the water in the trash with the baby, okay? I know some of you are very refined, especially my students, but to the majority of people, we are an extreme non-existent minority of superhuman willing to expand, to make a choice, to learn, to grow, and to understand that the reptilians, the UFOs, and the draconis are not a product of my imagination, but they're very real. And the people who are in power who can help me, they won't, because it's part of the reptilian agenda to make sure they do not invite me and for me to get a position of power where people can listen to me. You know, sad enough, when a bitch at the Dracon, said, what the hell, why didn't you help me? They said, you know, we have to respect the Galactic Federation of Grand Cosmic Order. Draco tells me, you know, I'm the only one who can help you, and I'm doing my best. And it pay off in time, Louis. Just be patient and have faith. That's what Draco tells me, and that's why I can only repeat to you. So he says, regardless of what will happen, don't you worry. Now, I need to answer a question on one of my followers. He was worried about a comet or something coming from the outer space and, you know, destroying the Earth. I told you many times on my video, we probably missed it because people don't like to go back and study. You know, when the Draconics built the solar system, they made sure that the family of the planets that are above us in our very specific, unique solar system have a specific value, specific psychical energy emanating from them. Okay, like the moon is to regulate our emotion, the sun to give light, Mars to stimulate your drive principle, Venus to love, Saturn to structure, Uranus to bring your ingenuity, Neptune to use your imagination, Mercury to communicate. I mean, the families over there, it's designed in a very specific way through the soul of the cosmos. Now, when they brought Jupiter, the Jupiter was your aptitude to deal with foreigners, to live in foreign ground, to learn languages. Jupiter was the codification of thought. It's a big planet that rules education and your connection with foreigners. That's what Trump has the tail in the sign of Sagittarius. So when you have the tail in Sagittarius, believe me, anything that you do or say or go in foreign ground, you're going to pay the price of your cosmic ignorance. So when they brought Jupiter, so to speak, in this solar system, they made sure Jupiter has a big, huge mass, which means it is so big in his own right. It's like a sun out there. It's so big. It was designed this way because his gravitational forces have a purpose, and that is to attract foreign bodies. So you bunch of kids watching me now do not know, 30, 40 years old kid may not remember that we had a Shoemaker comet a few years and all these debris crashes on Jupiter. This is what Jupiter is designed. That's why it's called in Greek mythology the Great Protector, okay? Is to attract all these debris. So rest assured, you know, this is nothing you're going to worry about hitting us and we're going to die like the dinosaurs. Because you know what, when I'm watching the ancient aliens, sometimes I just cannot help myself. You know, oh my gosh, these people are so cosmic and conscious. Oh, they see this big meteorite destroying life or destroying the animals and the dinosaurs. I mean, where is this big, huge crater that has destroyed everything? Now, if the dinosaurs are gone and burnt, where the hell are we? Why are we still here? You know what? You have to use logic. These guys can only educate you because of their education, their intelligence, their experiences, and their stars. And if their stars are not advanced, if they don't have enough experience of being touched by the divine, many of them talks about UFOs. They've never seen a UFO, let alone talking to one. So understand what I'm saying. Do not let your fears because of ignorance lead your thought process. Remember the ultimate keys. Your future is nothing else than the reincarnation of your thought. So keep them clean. And it starts by the man in the mirror that you got it. I hope so. All right. Now, what else do we have? Okay. Okay. Now, oh yes, we are moving into that SOS to the world plutonic deadly window. Now, that is the most used cosmic winds by the reptilians. Remember, the reptilians in our solar system have chosen Pluto as their base. Pluto is known to be the lord of the underworld. He regulates the criminal element, life and death. He regulates the police force. He regulates anything and everything that deals with life and death and drama. Okay, so basically, this window is already, it's obvious, it's already in effect. That's why I gave you the quatrain. Hidden secret, sex, money come to light. Raw power challenges police, deadly villains. Ugly face of death, drama, or horror surface. Nature, man's religion, bloody folly reign. And in all the keywords. In Russia, famous deaths, dramatic deaths, police new, FBI, CIA, secret, finance, sex, porn. Another freaking killer is about to do damage. Now, remember, during those winds, the passionate energy coming from that planet Pluto is so powerful. That's why they set bases there. Okay, that if you get emotional, you're not gonna think, and you're gonna start to challenge the police, and God knows what's gonna happen to you. You can be killed, because the police are not cosmic conscious. They have no clue that this specific window is directly generated against them. They do not know. Okay, and I've never been invited to speak for any police groups. For have I done that? A lot of them would be alive today and return home. So as I said many times before, the police chiefs, all these top on the police jurisdictions are responsible for all the cops that are dead and those that will die. Okay? Be aware, this is a very, very deadly, destructive window. Avoid public places if you can. Now, you may be going through this window and nothing happened to you, but that's because you're on a cosmic biorhythm or positive. So you're not going to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? But, when you have a mass shooting, it's difficult. That's why I always carry my gun, because if something happened, when I go shopping, I'll warm up. Believe me, I'm not going to run. I'm going to run the same direction. I have no fear. If I die, I die. I spend my life servicing people. And if I can save a life, not only using the mental gift that was given to me through the divine in Draco, but also with my God. Okay, so that's how it is. So just be careful. So let's look at some of the news. Again, 9 deaths in Dayton, Ohio, 20 dead in El Paso, Texas. Rest in peace. My heart goes to your friends, to your family, and may God bless all those departed souls who were victimized in the name of ignorance and those evil entities running the show above your head. It's going to take a long time before general society can assimilate, understand, and accept this incredible phenomenon. But it's real. A woman stunned with taser after freeing ticket and kicking officers again. All right. This is not a normal behavior. Obviously, she had something in her, legal or illegal, I don't know, I don't care. I'm just telling you. What she did not know is that she was under the shocking negative window and probably under one of her 2019 negative cosmic biorhythm. You always come down to that. So once I have the date of a person, I can look at it and I say, dead on again. But, not enough people are interested. This is a young world. What else do we have? Shocking video show cop dragged on interstate. Again, the same story. So that's when I saw this one, I said, okay, it looks like if we are merging from the shocking to the beginning ending of life, pretty obvious, to now the deadly window. So when I saw these two pieces of news, I thought, okay, I'm going to put that quatrain right here, right now, because it's going to, a lot of people are not going to make it. Iran says it says foreign oil tanker in the Gulf of Mexico. Again, that is pretty shocking because I don't know how the European and in America is going to react. I mean, you can only push so much, okay, until the last drop, you know. So this is going to be sudden enough. My prediction, you know, it's just part of a humongous stupidity which is running the world, and you know, the world has to learn the hard way. So that's a pretty shocking thing to do for them. And when you do something like this, chances are during that window we're going to have some bad news. A woman loses hand and legs after puppy kisses. Yeah, you know, the reptilians will do that. If you happen to have a very strong Neptune Pisces in your chart, you know, you're going to have a very, very slow reaction to any infectious organism. So you're going to be prone not only to addiction, religious fanaticism, but also prone to infectious organism. So I kiss my dog all the time, and always says to Taranya, okay, when she, you know, lick your face, either close your lips, because she might have, you know, clean a butt out there, and you know, you're gonna eat shit. So I don't think she likes that, but she's learning not to do that because she loves the little dog, and I don't love her so much. All I love to see her is when she go and take a poop, and then I don't know if you've seen that probably. The dog sit on his ass and he move it. She moves with a to pull ahead. It's so funny to see her dragging her ass. I just love it. All right, so just be cautious. It has to do with your natal UCI or your natal unique celestial identity to know if you're prone or not to contract diseases that other people will not get by kissing their dogs. But you know, it's an hygiene rule to just, you know, kiss her head. All right, not a tongue. An elementary school displayed posters of appropriate and inappropriate hairstyle for Black students. There you go again. Talking about children now. Jesus. An elementary school, you can see that it's shocking. It's racist. It's none of their business what those children, parents wants to have a hairstyle. I mean, maybe they should all be shaved and painted white. Sad, just sad. You know, I have a lot of Black friends, Black students, Black patients. You know, it's sad. It's sad. What they do not know is that they all have emotions and feelings and the same red blood running through their veins. The world is so messed up. A man was sentenced to 60 weekend days in jail for poisoning his wife's coffee. You know? I mean, for a man to poison his wife's drink, it tells you the type of infection this person had. I mean, you can hate your wife, you know. I had a few of those, but you don't have to kill them. Just, you know, that's why you have a divorce. That's what it's designed. Hey, you go your way, I go mine. It's very hard to break a relationship, you know. But now, you know, wanted to kill her. That tells you the type of guy that she was dealing with, and you know, she should have get rid of him a long time ago. But that's how it is. That's another shocking news here. I hope he gets in jail. A vault fire caused a power outage that shuts down California John Wayne Airport. Again, you know, that's why I know the keywords that I use mention airport, electricity, You know, so it's in there. We are melting, but that window is still a little bit alive. We are fast moving toward this plutonic deadly window. So be cautious. A woman drowned in stand-up paddle boat yoga class accident. You know, you have a lot of these famous guys that they want to start their yoga classes. And again, one of these big guys, a motivational speaker, and he's one of the top on LinkedIn. When I start to, expose him and said, you're not cosmic conscious, you're dragging people in place and you burn them with your fire. And another guy said, another kill a bunch of guys on the sweat lodge. I mean, when I'm exposing all these people, people are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on LinkedIn to advertise. Do you think LinkedIn is going to keep me? Well, LinkedIn was my friend once upon a time, the vice president sent me a beautiful email saying I was one of the top pages that was read. People loved me, but I don't have to pay for anything to advertise. People are flocking around me because they're smart. Maybe a minority, but when you have millions and millions on one platform, that means a lot of people. So they kicked my ass for the second time. So, being famous, being notorious, being on top of the pyramid does not mean anything. It does not mean that these people have the truth. Their repertoire wisdom is very worthwhile for you to listen, and then you judge. This is why in that UFO conference we're going to do in October, a lot of top UFO speakers are going to be there. And I am sure you're going to have a blast with those people because their repertoire wisdom is well designed to educate you and to entertain you. And that is beautiful. Okay. Yet there is me. And I'm going to be doing something very different. I'm not going to be talking, I will talk about technology and science and all that good stuff following my slideshow. But my main message is highly, highly spiritual, something that only a cosmic conscious UFO speaker can do. I am one of those. This is why the video that I made yesterday is so critical for all the people that are into UFOs. If you did not watch that video yesterday, forget about the title. As I said, go and listen to it, okay? Because that is an explanation that I had cancer, basically, and for a while I was off the game, and I'm just trying to tell people who I was with, who I traveled the world with, and I was just with the top of the top UFO speakers, and many of them are dead because I'm an old guy, and the new crowd does not know. And so are the people that are making those conferences. They do not know who Dr. Turi is. So I have this little video to explain where I came from, where I've been, and where I'm going to go. In other words, I'm dead and born again, not only physically or spiritually with Draco, but also in my new career that I started in 1995 before all these UFO young crowds. All right, so as I said, I'm not here to bash anybody. Repertoire of wisdom. I'm here to make you aware that I have something highly, highly spiritual, very unique. And most of all, I'm going to prove to you that Draco is real. And how many UFO speakers can do that? Only one crazy one, Dr. Turi. Me to know, you to find out in time. All right, move on. Join me. We still have two more people, two more $700 reading for free if you join, okay? You have until the 14th before this is done. Okay, now move on. What else we have here? Involving children. A teen arrested after child fell from height at London State Modern Gallery. Can you believe this? A teen, messing with another kid. It's okay to drop a child if you're old and you're into drugs or you fall. The accident, yes, no accident, but it do happen, sad reality. But when you purposely, as a teen, try to kill a child, that is bad news. I have to tell you that something wrong in that kid's head. Okay, and it's the reptilius, or maybe the pot that is smoking, or the medication that he's taking. Okay, he has no clue. It's just like 99.9 of the people, on this planet is responding to the stars and to the reptilians robotically, neurotically. Has no clue what's going on. And if they're not educated, then they cannot apply their will. So again, cosmic consciousness is just the understanding of the universal structure and how God speaks to us through the sign. Then when you understand your UCI or your unique celestial identity, you understand your purpose, you understand the 12 specific area of your life and what you're supposed to do with them, including your past life residue, your dragon's head and tail, Eden and nail, then you become cosmic conscious. Normally it takes, I'd say, about a week and 6 or 7 hours a day for any of my students to gather the reflex and become cosmic conscious. So I don't know how I'm going to do that with the general public, but this is a start. Best thing to do, of course, is either to read my books, become a cosmic coder, or take my course. And by the way, one of my top students, psychiatrist, says, Dr. Turi, have learned more in your week-long crash course in Sedona than 7 years in an accredited college. Take it from me, I'm not making it up. And if you look at all the endorsement that I have, people from all walks of life, and that includes scientists, NASA students, mayor of city, politicians, doctors, attorney. You can't be stupid and try to aim for cosmic consciousness. That's pretty much the message. All right, move on. What do we have here? 14 young people in 2 states hospitalized after vaping. Again, children. Those big corporations, using technology, stimulating the mind of this scientist to create those new vaping. Your lungs are set and designed by God to breathe pure air, oxygen, not freaking smoke or anything, or pot. That's how I see it. So, but they don't care. Going to be, who cares? So they're going to spend like a few $1 million in a legal suit. Who cares? They're making billions. You're just a number. It's all about peseta. You know my game. All right, move on. She's 13 and was born deaf. Now is making history playing Fortnite. Again, another child. Now you say, oh, that is very, very positive. Oh my gosh, she is deaf, yet she is beating all these guys in this game. That is promoted by the infected gaming industry. That's why they write such a long story about this young girl. They are using her infected sudden enough condition, to tell you how smart she is. She is. Remember, the reptilians are doing all sorts of damage during the womb, before, during, and after birth. It's just an infinite negativity. But I'm trying to say that the Draconis are helping the little girl to stand apart. But sudden enough, it is motivated by the reptilians, because that's the gaming industry. Advertising for free to grab more children to get under the technology, the manipulation of the reptilians using technology and gaming. Is like sport, it's like religion, it's like any form of entertainment. Doing this, you're not listening to me. You're not learning anything. You're just being manipulated by the gaming infected matrix. Make you think. That's what I do. In the age of internet fame, children need protection. I just mentioned it. Okay, that's a fact. Now they realize, oh, our kids need help, because you know what? They get famous. They find a way through the internet to bring a bunch of people, and next thing you know, you find them dead in a suitcase. Okay, or they end up in a situation that they can't control because their psyche is immature. They're not smart. They're very vulnerable. They're all reptilians infected. So now the adults are starting to think we should do something for the kids. What you should do is to let me talk to them, or teach a bunch of teachers. I have more and more astropsychologists, astroforensics out there, and then educate your kids and educate yourself in the process, so that you don't become reptilians infected. Oh my God. Teen stars got moves from YouTube. Another one. I don't know about what the move is. It could be dancing, it could be sport, it could be gaming, I don't know. But again, YouTube is the top technology. It's one of the most famous, the most efficacious, as we say in French, the most watched area for very, very educational video like mine, which never will turn viral. And then you got, a kid again being manipulated by the greedy corporation that is stimulating his move, whatever it is. Go and read it. I don't know. French inventor flies across English Channel on hoverboard. I think that was the second time. The first time he was under one of his negative cosmic barriers, so he could not succeed. The reptilians knocked him out. But the second time, see my window, and my keywords mentioned technology, mentioned France, it's in there, geniuses. So now the Draconis have helped him to cross the channel. That is definitely something beautiful. And again, it was fully predicted. What else do we have? Fraternity member gave step-to-step direction to 5 people who then killed themselves. Oh my gosh. I'm sure many of you remember the Rancho Santa Fe mass suicide when this lunatic said, let's go out and take off in a UFO. Okay, that is terrible. That is so reptilian infected. And these people were living in Rancho Santa Fe, which is extraordinarily expensive. Where did those suckers get the money? And then they end up with their leaders dead because the reptilians override their brain. That was not the Draconis. I would never say, okay, let's go, and then we're going to go on a flying saucer. It doesn't work that way. Oh, some of us will, or the superhuman will in time, okay? And before that, you have to be a chosen one because there is a lot of things that I cannot divulge and you do not know. Just believe me when I say UFOs and extraterrestrial agenda is very real. It is very real. And even though that this sucker, in his own occult, destroyed these people, it happens with Reverend Jones using religion. David, what is his name? Koresh killed a bunch of people. He promised dead in fire in hell, and then they'll get what they were wishing for, because the future is the reincarnation of the thought. Those leaders are totally unaware, cosmic unconscious, a bunch of idiots put in power by the reptilians. And I'm telling you again, most of the people who are leading in every field are reptilians infected and non-cosmic conscious. Okay, and then this type of words can really offend and vex a lot of people who would think I'm the only one who has the key, I'm the only one who should be followed, when my motivation are so far from being egocentric. They are coming from my heart. They are truth. They are as I perceive them. Okay, so it's very hard. It's very hard to expose the undiluted truth when people are not fit or set to assimilate, understand the truth. I can only do what I can do and then pay the price. I'm still, working with the reptilians, with the Draconis, that's for sure. The reptilians are trying really hard to take care of every one of my words, but they're not going to get it. Mess up my tooth. I got to find the time to do that. I don't care. You know me. I'm pretty. I'm funny. I'm going to keep you entertained. All right. Let's see what we have here. Woman loses hair after using new conditioner she bought at Walmart. Oh my God. That's definitely shocking. And it's the beginning of a legal suit. Imagine that. Oh, wow. You go and buy some such stuff at Walmart. Next thing you know, you lose all your hair. Wow, what a shock. What a shock. Again, this person might have a negative dragon's tail in Pisces. Anytime you have a dragon's tail in Pisces, like the little 22-year-old Kennedy who literally committed suicide with drugs, and she OD'd. Oh, when I heard that, before the news said anything, I said she OD'd, and I look at the tail of the dragon. So if you have a tail of the dragon in Pisces and you do not know, you can be victimized if you buy stuff at Walmart and you're not aware of it. So be careful with chemistry, with chemicals, if you're a Pisces tail. Like, it means nothing to you. You're not a student of mine, but I can only use the words that I know you would relate and understand. Stressed, burnout, and exhausted, life inside of the world, the worst traffic jam. And these people are degenerating so fast. You know, we do not know in India or China how many people commit suicide, but it's a good thing you do not know. Now, these people are stuck for hours and hours and hours on concrete. Okay. The best thing they could do is just take their shoes off and walk neck away from the concrete and walk on the dirt, hug a big tree, whatever, go reconnect with Mother Earth. And some of these people haven't been trained. They won't take their shoes off. They'll stay in the car listening to the radio, smoking the shit that's going on with all this exhaust over there. And of course, they're going to degenerate. Science can be really, really productive. Science is like a razor blade, both sides. It can kill you, it can heal you. That's how it works. When it's taken care of by the draconis, hey, we make it. When it's taken and abused by the reptilians, you die. Oh, my friend, there is so much you really have to know. But that's how it is. All right. I don't know how many of you are in San Diego, but I'm going to be doing a lecture there. We're going to be doing a UFO Skywatch. I pick up the date, November the 3rd. It's a very interesting window, so I know things interesting will take place. The same type of energy is also blessing the UFO cruise that I'm going to do with a bunch of top UFO speakers. Again, if I was, the problem I have is that I don't look my age, Even when I was in construction, when I was working in Marshall Islands, I had guys that were half of my age, and they looked like they were 85. And there was me. They never, ever in a million years thought I was 69 when I was there. They thought I was 35 or 40. And then, with old age and an old ugly faces comes respect. I still look like, young. I'm old. I'm not saying I'm 20 years old anymore, but you cannot put the tremendous amount of incredible experience that I went through by looking at my face. That's what I'm trying to say. Even without a teeth. So, and then being versatile doesn't help, People don't understand that all that I did all my life, all that came to me because of these UFO experiences, led me to master the stars. So when I ran around, and doing reading, people think, oh, where is a psychic? It has nothing to do with UFOs. People do not dig deeper than the surface. It's sad reality. And this is why I made this video yesterday. So anyone involved into UFOs or hiring people, do not know me, because I'm from the old pot where you make the good soup, literally. And those new people, life is a constant process of changes. And they're not going to take the time to invite me. And they're looking for UFO speakers on the Wikipedia, on the LinkedIn, where all these suckers have been working overtime to get rid of me. I was once upon a time on the top of those pages. So they removed me. You will not find me anywhere. And God knows I've been everywhere with the top UFO speakers in the world. It's amazing how life works. The reason why I had cancer, of course, my wife divorced me. I was in serious depression. I opened the door to the reptilians. I drank. I was degenerating really, really fast. Red carpet for the cancer, induced by the reptilians. And I realized what happened to me. I said, oh my gosh, I need to be more careful. That's where I developed my universal blood transfusion. Instead of listening to my oncologist who wanted me to undergo chemotherapy, and I saved my butt. So basically, I'm born again. I'm born again. Dr. Turi is born again. And my new career, which started in 1995, is born with me, especially since Draco entered my life. All right, my good friend, I hope you have learned something today. I hope you have grown a little bit more of cosmic consciousness. And as always, when you watch that video, Be part of the positive. Show that you like my work. Click, hey, I like Dr. Cherry. Oh, ask me a question, like I was asked about this comet, destroying everything on Earth. All right, my good friend, make it a beautiful day. We talk to you again. Goodbye.